Hello, everyone. I am the content dispenser here, of course, and today I will be making a tier list of the Mountain Dew flavors. Okay, now this is a requested video. I was asked to make it a very long time ago, so sorry. But here we go. On the bottom of the screen here, there is a list of all of the Mountain Dew flavors I've personally tasted. And there's quite a few there, as you can see. I mean, not as much as I would think, actually. I was like, wow, I really would think there'd be more than that. But no, still quite a bit, though. And I'm going to rank them and give a short little review of each one as I go down the line. But anyway, Baja Blast is number one. Some history here for Baja Blast. Started out as a Taco Bell exclusive. You could only get it at Taco Bell. It was like kind of a big deal. And then people liked it so much they made it available everywhere, and it's very popular. Everyone really likes Baja Blast, I think, except me. That's right. I don't like it. I dislike Baja Blast. I do not like Baja Blast at all, actually. Um, I had it at Taco Bell and back when it was a Taco Bell exclusive, and I think it was the mix was out, and now I have like this weird conditioning in my head, like because when I first had it, I think the mix was out of the machine. The syrup was out, so it was watered down, and I didn't like it because it just tasted like carbonated water with like a hint of like something. And I talked to people, and I, for the record, genuinely thought that's how it tasted for like the longest time. It didn't occur to me that the syrup could be out. And so I would tell people, oh, it tastes just like carbonated water. And then they would all be like, what are you talking about? Like, it does not taste like that. And then they're like, I think the mix was just out of the machine when you tried it. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, that's probably it. That's probably what was going on. So I tried it out of a bottle, where the mix is, it's a bottle, just like the picture there. Tried it out of that, and I still didn't like it. I just don't like it. It's not good. In my opinion, I don't like it. It's D tier. D tier for me. It's down. It's D tier. Liberty Brew is the next one, and Liberty Brew I like. Very nice. It comes out in July usually. It's for the 4th of July. It's also known as Dew SA. They rebottle it usually every few years. It's either going to be Dew SA or Liberty Brew. It's the same thing. What they do is they take the red, they take Code Red, they take white out, and they take Voltage, which is blue, so red, white, and blue, and they mix them together. And usually when you do shit, it's kind of like bug juice. It does taste like the epitome of like, which that is a Boy Scout term. We used to call that in Boy Scouts. We would like mix like a ton of different types of juices together, and you get bug juice. Or if you do the thing, I don't know what the name of it. I refer to it as bug soda, but other people might have different names. Where like you go down the fountain and you like like every single flavor and mix them all together. It's kind of tastes like that, honestly, because like all the flavors sort of mix together, and you just get like a sugary, like fruity mix. And I like it. It's pretty good. It's a solid flavor, not like one of my favorites. I don't think I would like throw a fit if they didn't make it ever again. But it's certainly not bad. It's definitely C tier for me. I would put that there. Next up, we have the Merry Mashup flavor, which is similar to Liberty Brew or Dew SA. I like Dew. For the record, I'll say this right now. A little bit of a tangent. I like Dew SA better. Okay, I like Dew SA. I like when they make promotional flavors. I like when they include Dew in the title. Voodoo, Dew SA. I like that. And so I prefer Dew SA. And then they changed to Liberty Brew, which doesn't. I mean, I guess because they're brewing like 3 flavors together. But Dew SA is just so much better. I mean, Liberty Brew, it could be any country, okay? All countries have experienced liberation at some point, okay? I'm fairly certain. I mean, maybe there's some really depressed fucking country out there that's never been liberated before, but I'm pretty sure every country has been liberated at least once in their country's history. Anyway, that was a big tangent. Merry Mashup is similar to that in that it goes for Christmas time, the holiday season. Okay, holiday season, but we all know it's Christmas. But the holiday season usually comes right around December. This year, I'm not sure if they're doing it because they have that ginger snapped one, which we'll get to it towards the end. And I like it a lot. I look forward to it every year. Now I really like the Christmas time of year. Okay, there's just you just feel like there's like a feeling in the air. Okay, I don't think you can deny that. Like maybe it's just an America thing. I don't know. It is very much an American holiday as much as it is also a Christian holiday. I think Christmas has sort of evolved and transcended into a national like holiday. Like it just is like basically any town is gonna put up freaking Christmas lights and everything. Like it's essentially a national holiday at this point, okay? And I don't know, there's just a feeling. I mean, I also love the fall. It's my favorite time of year, so it just December hits and it's that like it's cold out finally, you know, and you can see your breath and it gets dark like way earlier, which I love when it's dark out. So it's just like my peak time of year. It's dark, it's cold, it snows sometime, which snow is fucking amazing. And it's you know, it's just a great time of year. Uh and then Merry Mashup comes along, and it just is like a nice little signature part of it. You know, I just think about when I think about Christmas, Merry Mashup is probably one of the first things that comes up in my mind. And that should tell you a lot about my relationship with Mountain Dew. That I think of Christmas and like probably like in the first 10 things or 5 things that if you ask me to like it, a word association when you hear Christmas, you know, I think like Christmas tree, like you know presents, and then Merry Mashup comes like right up immediately. And I just it's a great flavor. It is a cranberry pomegranate mix. That's where the mashup comes in. That's where the mashing comes in. They're taking a pomegranate, right, and they're cutting it in half, and they're taking all the seeds out of the pomegranate that you eat, right, and they throw the core away or whatever, and then they take some cranberries and they fucking throw those in the bowl, and then they get one of those uh, mm, well, I don't know what they're called, like those mashing sticks that you like mash within the bowl, and they're mushing them, mashing them together to make a cranberry pomegranate paste, and that is what the flavor is. And I just described it in a very violent and kind of vulgar way, but it actually tastes like awesome. I freaking love Merry Mashup. It's A tier. It's A tier. Yeah, A tier definitely. Merry Mashup, very good. Side note, Sprite Cranberry, not good. Not good. So don't think, oh, you know, Merry Mashup is cranberry, that must mean all cranberry. No. But Merry Mashup is very good. Okay, to, you know, closing statement. Merry Mashup, good. Sprite Cranberry, bad. Okay, next up, we have Voodoo, which I mentioned earlier. This is their promotional Halloween flavor. This comes out in Halloween. This is, usually comes around September, October. It comes out, and this year wasn't very good. Admittedly, because it's marketed as like a mystery flavor because it's spooky, like you don't know what it is. But normally, in all the years that it's been out, which it's been out, I want to say its first year it was out was when I was like senior year of high school. It was probably like 2018, maybe 2019 was their first year doing it. See what I did there doing it? Yeah, ha ha ha. But the first few years it came out, it was just liquid cotton candy, which I really liked. It was awesome, liquid cotton candy. And it tasted very good. It was very sweet. So if you're not like a sweet guy, I mean, we're talking about soda, which is known for being sweet, so whatever. But yeah, very sweet, but I liked it a lot. It was literally liquid cotton candy. And then this year, when they came out, they got kind of a new logo. It was like blue. See, this here is the old logo, and the picture I'll throw up is the old one. And then I guess I could change it to the new one. And you'll see it's like a little different. It's kind of like bluer. And I didn't really like it. It was more like Skittles than cotton candy, which might not seem like a very distinct difference to some people, but you know the real connoisseurs of sugary candy out there will understand the difference. So this is going to be a little complicated because if we're talking about in fact, if I was smart, I would have made two here, but it's B tier if it's the cotton candy, C tier if it is the one this year. But I'm gonna judge it. I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna hope. That this year was like a fluke, and they'll go back to the normal way in future years. And I'm probably wrong about that because usually when they make a change, it's from there onwards, not just 1 year, and then they go back. But let's hope. Let's hope. So yeah, old Voodoo B tier, new Voodoo C tier. Next up is Frostbite. Now, Frostbite is a very cool flavor. And that's not a pun. Oh my god, I keep making these by accident. I promise you. I really like it. Frostbite, again, here's a little background on Frostbite. It is a Walmart exclusive. You can only buy it at Walmart. And I don't typically shop at Walmart because we don't have one in my town. So you have to drive like a town over. It's about like a 20-25 minute drive. Maybe not that long. If you go on a highway, you can probably get there in like 10 minutes. But anyway, it's a town over, right? And Walmart is just sort of, I don't know, like I don't really, I can get everything I need from Plaza and Purchase. I don't need to go to Wally World, okay? But yes, it is a Walmart exclusive, and it's very good. And I think the fact that I can't get it that often makes me like it so much more, because it's like, you know, it's like a delicacy for me. And it is blueberry flavored. And I really like it. I'm putting it up in S tier. I don't think I need to spend more time on that. It's one of my favorites. S tier, Frostbite. Next up, we have Code Red. And Code Red is one of the oldest flavors that is still in circulation, and it's been around like as long as I can remember. And I don't think they ever stopped making it. Not like some of these, they stopped and then brought them back because everyone wanted them back. Code Red, I think, has just been around forever, like ever since it came out. I mean, and for good reason. I mean, it's terrific. I love Code Red. As a kid, that was always the flavor I never really got that much. I mean, as a kid, I really wasn't drinking. I didn't really start heavily drinking Mountain Dew until high school because I wasn't allowed to drink it as a kid because it had so much caffeine in it. They thought it would stunt my growth, and then my growth ended up being stunted anyway. Probably because I drank it like behind my parents' backs anyway, and it did in fact probably stunt my growth as I am quite short. But honestly, as much as I dislike being short, I don't think I would give up Mountain Dew to be like a few inches taller. But anyway, my point is, I wasn't allowed to drink Mountain Dew at all, really, as a kid, let alone Code Red. So I never really got Code Red, and I really liked it the few times I had it. Like, I would go over a friend's house, and he would have Code Red, and I'd be like, all of it. And I would, like, be a gremlin and drink all of their Code Red and then never be invited over again. So it's just one of those, it was always my favorite. And it's heartbreaking to me because recently, and I mean recently, like as of a month or two ago, something happened, and I don't know what. All of a sudden, it just got bad. I don't know what happened, and I don't mean like bad, like taste wise. I mean like it tasted rotten, like it tasted like chemical, like they put Windex in there. And don't ask, but I know what Windex tastes like, and it tasted like they put fucking Windex in there. And I'm like, is this some weird cult thing? Like they're trying to kill everyone who likes Code Red? It was an actual Code Red. Where I was like, what the hell did they do? Why would they do this? It was perfect. It was like cherry fruit punch flavor, and it was like the best. It was literally my favorite flavor. It was so fucking good. Code Red was one of those where I could drink it over and over and over again and never get tired. Like, I could drink it with any meal. I could drink it, like, I could just always. It was just the perfect complimentary thing. And then I don't know what they fucking did, but it's just disgusting now. I literally, it was the only time in my life I threw out soda. Normally, me and Ghost will just drink it and just be like, kind of, like, force it down because we don't want to waste it. We fucking threw out probably 8 cans of Code Red because we just got, like, 4 into the 12 pack, and then we're just like, they're all gonna be like this, aren't they? And then because I was optimistic. I was like, it's probably just 1 or 2 cans. We probably just got a bad 12 pack. It's probably just 1 or 2 cans. And then I was like, oh, it's probably just this 12 pack. It's probably just factory mishap or something like that. So, and then I got another 12 pack, like normal. And then I started first can out of there, tasted shitty, and I'm like, no way. I couldn't believe it. And so yeah, that's the one. Like that second 12 pack, I threw like half of them out because I'm like, it's gross. I can't drink this. It literally tastes like I'm poisoning myself. It was disgusting. And there was even like a film on the bottom of it. Like when you finish a soda, normally the can's empty afterwards, but it was like there was like a more viscous fluid on the bottom of the can. It separated. You know what I mean? It tasted like it was separating. and like you would have to mix it up. Oh god, I'm like tasting it in the back of my throat now. Like you would have to mix it up in the can to like get it to mix all the way. Like it was literally separating in the can because you would chug it and you would finish, and then there'd be like this sludge like that came like down the side of the can with like sludge in. Like oh, it was disgusting. It's so gross, and I don't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, so they fucked that up somehow. So I'm kind of conflicted here because it's just like the Voodoo where original Code Red would be S tier. I would put it up in S tier normally. Um, but in light of recent events, like it would be F tier if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna keep it in S tier because it's kind of like in The Dark Knight when Batman wants to preserve Harvey Dent's memory as a hero of Gotham. I want to preserve Code Red's legacy as like the best Mountain Dew flavor of all time and being around forever and never getting old and always like being just as like classic as original and just always being there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it in S tier, but you know, keep in mind that do not buy Code Red right now and drink it and be like, this is what he thinks is S tier, because no, that is F tier now, but in its heyday, up until a few months ago, S tier. Next up, Pitch Black. Pitch Black is, I believe, GhostXan's favorite flavor. It's basically just like grape soda, but I don't like grape soda. I drank a lot of grape soda as a kid. Like grape soda was like my go-to thing as a kid. I would always drink like grape soda, root beer, and like orange soda. Those were like my things. And of those three, root beer is really the only one that I can still drink now because I drank so much of it as a kid that I'm like done with it. And so grape soda in general I don't like. I find it very sweet now. Um which I know I made fun of people for complaining about soda being too sweet earlier with the whole voodoo thing, but no, grape soda it's not that it's sweet, it's powerful. It's just too much. It's too much. And Pitch Black, it's not exactly grape. It's like a little twinge of like something else in there, and I just don't like it. Um Part of me wants to make it F tier, but it's not that bad, so I'll put it D tier. And also to appease Ghost a little bit. I don't like it. I mean, you might like it if you like grape soda. It's probably for you, but yeah. I'm just now realizing that I'm missing a flavor here. As you can see, I have now added another Code Red and another Voodoo, so that they are now Voodoo. This year's Voodoo is in C. I guess if I was smart, I could have made it the newer logo, but I just put that same image back because lazy. And then I also put Code Red in F tier. Very sad. I hate to do it. It breaks my heart, but it is true. I can't as a honorable critic. I need to honestly tell you my opinion and not sway it because of my personal feelings towards the flavor. Um, as sad as it is, Code Red has become F tier. Are you kidding me? Am I missing one? I'm missing one. God damn it! So next up is uh, Mango Heat, which is a flavor that came out in the summer a while back when Titanfall 2 came out. It was like a promotional thing, and I swear there was another one that was like orange, like a red orange color, but I couldn't find a picture of it. But I liked them equally. So we'll just call it like the Titanfall 2 flavors that came out in the summer that one year. And C tier. All right, sorry. Ghost came in here, started talking to me. And I found this picture here. It has both of them. It was like cherry citrus, I think is the name of the other one. It was mango heat flavor and cherry citrus flavor. Not very clever naming. They just call them the fucking flavors. I mean, give them a fun name. Make it Titanfall themed, you know what I mean? Also, side note, Mango Heat is now on here twice because I couldn't I couldn't find a picture of just the red orange one, like the citrus cherry one by itself, and I couldn't delete a picture that I had already put in the tier list. So we have two now. Anyway, getting back in it, Livewire, very nostalgic for me. That was one that me and my sister would always like. She would always get me a Livewire. That's orange. It's basically like orange soda, but it's a bit like, I want to say like stronger than normal orange, but like in a good way. Not like stronger in the way that grape soda is strong, but not to that extent. I'd almost argue that it tastes more like oranges, like the fruit, than like orange the flavor. Which, if you're in America, you know probably exactly what I'm talking about. If you're living in another country where they give you actual orange soda, then you basically, in America we have like orange soda tastes does not taste like the fruit. It is extremely sugary and it is clearly artificial. Whereas, like when I was in Britain and I tried like Fanta Orange, it was essentially like carbonated orange juice, and I really liked it. And same for all the soda. It didn't taste artificial. It tasted like just carbonated fruit juice, and it was very good. So I would say Livewire. Livewire is not like that. It is definitely artificial. I don't mean to say like it's like that, but I just mean it's similar to that. It tastes a little bit like you can feel like the twinge of orange, the fruit, in with it. And yeah, I don't think I need to spend too much time in here. It's S tier. I love Livewire. It is nostalgic for me. It makes me think back to when I was a wee child. And my sister would be nice and like we would go because for a while, like most of my life, you could not have that. You couldn't get Livewire. At least in I live in Connecticut, and you couldn't get it in Connecticut. For whatever reason, they just didn't have it. So you'd have to like if we used to have a timeshare in the Poconos, so when we would drive down there in Pennsylvania, we would be able to stop at a convenience store and get some Livewire. It was always like a thing for me and my sister, like, oh, we're going there. Or Massachusetts was another one. If we were going to Massachusetts to visit a relative or something, we would always stop at a convenience store and get some Livewire, and we always buy like a ton of it. Then when I got to college, I found out you could buy it online on Amazon, sold Livewire, so I was able to just buy it as much as I wanted. And then for a while, not anymore, but like for a few years, they brought it back like completely, and it was in like convenience stores in Connecticut, and we could actually get Livewire, and it was pretty great. It was awesome. And then they stopped doing that, and then I had to buy it online again. And then I bought it so much online, and like I got so much of it, it didn't feel special anymore, and it wasn't making me as like nostalgic for it, which made me sad. So since now for probably like a year or a couple years, I kind of stopped drinking it, and I was like, I'm not gonna drink Livewire for a while because I want it to be special again. So it's kind of it might be a stupid concept for some people to think about, like purposely not drinking it so that it will taste better when I have it again. It's just like showing. It's like holding myself back. It's like using restraint, self control to make it more worthwhile when I get it. Um, but yeah, Livewire is S tier. Whiteout, another discontinued flavor. I should have mentioned that. Pitch Black got discontinued, and then they did this big vote where everyone had to vote whether they wanted Pitch Black or Baja Blast. It was like, do you want Baja Blast to be available everywhere rather than just Taco Bell, or do you want Pitch Black to remain? And everyone voted for Baja Blast. Well, not everyone. I mean, I'm assuming it was, Ghost obviously voted for Pitch Black. That is his favorite flavor, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so for history's sake, you can no longer get Pitch Black anywhere. You have to get your sources. My bro, Dan, the Mountain Dew man, is very good at getting flavors like Pitch Black and Whiteout. And yeah, I don't know where he finds this stuff, but yes, he's always very good at getting it. And yeah, Whiteout is another one that was discontinued. I want to say around the same time as Pitch Black. And you couldn't get Whiteout anywhere, and then they brought it back for like literally 2 days, and then they discontinued it again. Like, I got one Whiteout when they brought it back. I got one bottle from like Kovase had it, and they discontinued it again. And If you're wondering what it tastes like, because whiteout, obviously, you think of the office material if you're not if you don't do the do, and that's a rational, whiteout is commonly known as the office material. My brain is so messed up from this shit that I immediately think of the Mountain Dew flavor when someone says whiteout. And yeah, it is one of my favorites. It's up there, and I think, to be fair, part of the reason it's my favorite and part of the reason I'm going to rate it so high is because the fact that it is a delicacy and you can never get it, so it just makes it taste better. It tastes like Fresca, and if you have ever had Fresca, um, it's like a very faint citrus flavor. It's the Hal's citrus cough drops. If you melted all of those down into one like giant cough drop, and like all the flavors were mixed together, and then you put that cough drop at the bottom of like a like decent sized glass of water and like stirred it up a bit, so it was a very faint flavor. That's what Fresca is. And now if you took that and you made it caffeinated, that is what whiteout is. It literally tastes the exact same as Fresca, it's just caffeinated. And It's kind of shameless, and I don't care. For the record, I prefer the caffeinated version, and I just also brand loyalty. I will drink Mountain Dew Whiteout over Fresca. Of course, I can actually get Fresca, and I can't get Whiteout, so But point is, yeah, it just tastes like a very faint citrus flavor. But it's good. It's not like not when I say faint, I don't mean like seltzer water TV static. I mean like it is just not as strong as the other Mountain Dew flavors, and it's kind of nice. It's like a little step down. It's like chill, you know what I mean? So yeah, whiteout A tier. Next up, we have original Mountain Dew, just a regular old lemon lime original Mountain Dew, classic, great taste. I have grown tired of it. I have had it to the point where I no longer really like it. The only time I will drink original Mountain Dew is if it is literally like the only thing offered, or if I go to Taco Bell. If I go to Taco Bell, that is my go-to drink. I think it complements the food at Taco Bell very well. That's compliment with an E. And I goes. I mean, they know me at the Taco Bell. They know who I am. I show up and I say, large original Mountain Dew, no ice. Because if I just say Mountain Dew, I get Baja Blast sometimes. So I have to really say original Mountain Dew, no ice. But now they don't even really need to ask when they just if I anyway, point is original Mountain Dew, C. It's a C tier. It's whatever. B tier if you're eating it with if you're drinking it with Taco Bell, but I'm gonna just give it a C tier all in all. Next up, Voltage, liquid gummy bears. Shorthand description of it: liquid gummy bears. Take gummy bears, melt them down, carbonate, caffeinate, liquid gummy bears. Okay, it's Voltage. I think Voltage is an accurate term for it because it is a very strong, very sweet flavor, and it will punch you in the face when you drink it. It does feel like a lightning bolt going down your spine when you drink it. They also recently changed the logo for Voltage. I'll have the new logo here. I like the old one better. I think it looked cooler. It was like thunder. The new one has like fruit on it. It's got like raspberries, which because that's the flavor makes sense, but thunder is way cooler. And I've always liked that about Mountain Dew. I think that's one of the charms of it is that they don't come right out and tell you what the flavor is. I mean, they do, actually. That's in small print under the title, but I don't know how to read. I look at pictures. Like, you pick up, like, a can of, like, Fanta or something. There's a big fucking orange right there on the bottle. Like, this is what you're drinking. It's orange or grapes, like, they have it right there. Mountain Dew doesn't do that. It'll be like, it's code red, and then they'll have like a freaking crosshair with a bunch of like hacker text and shit like that. It's like code red, drink it. And it's like, well, what flavor is it? And they're like, code red flavor, fucking bottoms up. And then it's like, okay. I mean, again, aside from like mango heat, which sucks because of that reason. I said that it's stupid marketing that they just make it mango, fucking cherry citrus. Like, come up, you're gonna have Livewire, code red, Voltage, and then just like mango. Like, that's not the time. You have Titanfall 2. It's literally a video game. You could have made so many cool names for it. But alas, anyway, Whiteout, another good example. Like, what the fuck is it? Is it gonna taste like the Office thing? We're not telling you. Just drink it. You'll like it. I've always liked that about Mountain Dew. And now, unfortunately, it seems like they're kind of taking a step back towards mediocrity with the other fucking plebs soda companies. Like, well, people, we should maybe tell them what it's gonna taste like before they drink it, and it's stupid. Don't do that. I'm gonna give it A tier. For Voltage, I really like it. Mountain Dew Ice. This was another short-lived flavor. It was only out for like maybe 6 months. And I liked it. Apparently, it did not do well for them because they stopped making it, but I liked it. It tasted exactly like Sprite. It's another like unapologetic, copy of the flavor, like with Whiteout and Fresca. It is literally just Sprite but caffeinated. It's just caffeinated Sprite. It tasted exactly like Sprite, not a drop difference, just caffeinated. And again, as I said with Whiteout, if when coming to a choice between caffeinated and decaffeinated, I'm gonna go with the caffeinated option. So, yeah, Mountain Dew Ice, B tier. I will put it a B tier. Just because of the things in A tier. It's not up to their level. It's B tier. It's good. Next up, Diet Mountain Dew, F tier. And that's put all diet soda down there with it. Okay, because diet soda is just awful. It's worse for you than regular soda. Okay, like they try to market it like it's better because it's 0 calories, but they replace that with freaking chemicals and shit that like at least calories, like at least it's sugar, even if it's like artificial sugar, like it's still better than aspartame, which is what they put in like aspirin and shit that will burn a hole through your stomach and give you ulcers like crazy. If you drink diet soda like every day, like I see people drinking like large, like they'll go to like a fast food place and they'll get like a large diet Coke or whatever. That will literally like you might as well just fucking like shoot yourself in the stomach because that is going to just like burn through your stomach lining. Okay, it is so freaking bad for you. It is way worse. Like you could lose all your teeth and still be better off than drinking like the amount of soda you would need to drink to make that big of a deteriorating like effect on your body. Like if you drink that much of diet soda, you would have no stomach left because it would just burn through. Okay, and it's just awful. Next up, we have, I want to say Mountain Dew Spike, and I'm going to look like an idiot when it pops up here. It, to me, tasted like it was grapefruit, and I hate grapefruit and things that taste like grapefruit. I don't like it at all. It's disgusting to me. D tier for me. Next up, we have Major Melon, which is a flavor that came out, I think, during the summer. It is watermelon flavored, and I do not like things that are flavored like watermelon. I like watermelon, the fruit, but it has been my experience that when things try to make watermelon flavor, I don't like it. And to me, this tasted like carbonated soap. Like, it's just gross. I'm putting it in F tier. All right, here we go. This is probably like a huge controversial thing that Mountain Dew has done. So, the last flavor we have to talk about is Mountain Dew Ginger Snapped. Okay? And this is gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew. Yes, I'm talking about gingerbread, like the actual pastry gingerbread. Um, and they have turned it into a soda. And I have to say, I have tried it and I liked it. Ghost, he didn't really like it. And now he's trying to backpedal and say that he did like it. But I remember the original time, he definitely seemed like he didn't like it. Maybe he was being facetious or something, but he seemed like he didn't like it because he came in my room and he was like, "Here, dude, try this," like with a big smirk on his face, like you're not gonna like it. Like, dude, try this. And I could tell, I'm like, oh, is this gonna be bad? And I tasted it and I was like, no, I like it. I like this. And he was like, you can just keep it. Like, he gave me the bottle. Like, because clearly, that's what made it, like, clearly he didn't like it. He gave me the fucking bottle to finish. And I do genuinely like it. It's good. It just tastes exactly like gingerbread. It literally just tastes like you're drinking gingerbread. The, honestly, the weirdest thing about it is the fact that it's cold. If you drink it when it's like kind of warm. I think it would be better like at room temperature. And most like this is like the only Mountain Dew flavor that I feel like this about. Most of them I think are much better when you drink them cold. Yeah, this I probably. This is tough. I don't know. I'll put it at C tier. I'll put it right here. Actually, I'll put it right there. Also, what I did is I rated each like grade by their orders. So left is the best, and then right is the worst. So yeah, this is it. This is the official. This is the official Trella Mountain Dew tier ranking. Mountain Dew tier, ranking flavors. So here you go. And I hope this was enlightening for you, or I don't know, interesting. Maybe you learned something about the history of these flavors, or maybe you didn't realize that there were this many different Mountain Dew flavors, and there's more than this. Like I said at the beginning, this is just the ones I've tasted. There's like all these Kickstarts. I don't drink Kickstart. There's like a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch like earlier than this that like I wasn't alive for that came out, and but this is just all the ones I've tasted. Okay, and yeah, so here you guys go. I hope you enjoyed it, and more content to be dispensed later. So yeah.